competition. In fact, they played one of the top teams in the country. They played DeMatha Catholic High School out of the Washington, D.C. area. Played them to 8 points earlier in the year. Since that game, the Cadets have run off 8 of their last 10 games, and they have some awfully good talent, including a familiar name, DJ Hogue, a 6'5 senior, who was on the Final Four team last year at Jefferson City, who's one of the reserves, transferred after the season and ended up at CBC, and he's one of their leading scorers. DJ Hogue, the 6'5 senior, starts at forward, along with Mike Van He, a 6'3 junior. The man in the middle is a sophomore, Tamar Macklin. 6'7 sophomore is one of the best players you'll find around at any grade, anywhere in the state. And the guards, Ryan Johnson, the point guard, is a 6'1 senior, and also Jeremy Jones, the 5'11 sophomore, gets the start. For the Jays, Justin Gage, a 6'5 senior, along with Derek Taylor, 6'3 senior, and Jared Brown, a 6-foot senior, make the backcourt. George Tice, a 6'5 junior, and Ryan Hartman, a 6'6 senior, are the forwards. We're underway. The tip is won by CBC, and the Cadets will start in their road purple uniforms with gold trim. Jeff City in their home white uniforms with red letters and black trim. And to start off, CBC with possession. Almost a steal by Jefferson City, but with the ball, Jeremy Jones, the sophomore, goes right side to Ryan Johnson, the point guard. Jeff City in a half-court man-to-man. At high post is Macklin. Puts a move on Tyus on the right side of the lane. Pump fake, shot up. They're going to call a walk before the shot. So Macklin got George Tyus up in the air, but before he got the shot off, he's called for a travel by the baseline official, 3-man officiating crew. We've seen both nights. Both teams start off in a half-court man-to-man, and Justin Gage walks the ball across the floor for the Jays. Down to the low block to George Tyus, now to Gage, back at the top of the key. Looking inside to Tyus, we'll see if Jeff City will try to get Macklin in foul trouble early on. Gage penetrates the left side of the lane, and a whistle call and a foul, the first foul of the game. Be charged on CBC. I believe it was Johnson. Either Johnson or Hogue, one or the other, is called for the first foul. It's actually called on DJ Hogue, who transferred from Jeff City last year. Entry pass to Ryan Hartman on the inbound pass. Hartman gets position and the lay-in. Ryan Hartman getting the start. He was questionable last night, playing with a strained left knee, but is not taped tonight, which is a better sign than last night. So Hartman gets the first 2 points of the ball game. We played 1 minute. Jeff City on top 2-0. Johnson, sweet crossover move. Missed the shot, rebounded by Gage, and Jeff City wants to run. Here comes Gage up the middle of the floor. Right side to Tyus, runs the break, missed the shot. Gage got the board, the follow is good. Justin Gage with his first 2. He had 18 points last night in the win against Hazelwood East. 16 of those came in the first half, 9 of which came in the first quarter. Jeff City on top 4-0. Macklin spins inside, traveled again. Lost his footing, tried to get around Tyus, but lost his balance. And for the second time, he traveled. Macklin, a 6'7 sophomore, weighs 255 pounds, and he's a big fella. He's definitely grown into himself even at this young age, and is a double-double virtually every night. He's been double figures both in points and rebounds. One game he had 21 boards a couple of weeks ago. Now Jared Brown with a jumper from 16, thought he was fouled, had to change his shot, and left it short. It was an air ball, rebounded by Macklin, and here comes CBC. We played 1:45, 6:10 now to play. We played 1:50 in the first quarter, and Jeff City leads 4-0. Johnson, crossover dribble on the right side, guarded by Taylor. Now goes down to Mike Van He, up top to Macklin. Macklin to Johnson in the right corner, in front of the Jeff City bench on the far side of the floor. Now waves off a screen from Hogue, brings it back to the wing, inside to Macklin, and Macklin is held by George Tyus. Tyus lost position a little bit, got caught off guard, and fouled Macklin up on the right elbow. First foul on Tyus, first foul on the Jays so far tonight. DJ Hogue, we mentioned the transfer. He left Jeff City a year ago and was actually booed by some of the students, some of that teasingly, and some of that who knows for sure. But Hogue was not exactly welcomed back into the capital city tonight by some of his old classmates. Hogue will toss the ball from inbounds. 5:41 to play on the first quarter clock. The Cadets have not scored yet. They get it into Macklin. Macklin up top to Johnson. They work Hogue around a screen from Macklin on the right side. Started by Justin Gage. Now to Johnson up top. Started by Taylor. Now to Hogue on the right wing. Hogue working on Gage. Now left side to Jones. Jeremy Jones. There's also a Larry Jones. Those two not related. Larry will come off the bench at some point, most likely in the first half. Hogue turns down a three. In the air, gives it to Macklin. Macklin down to Jones, kicking back out to Van Hees. Good patience by CBC, but also good defense by the Jays. Macklin in the baseline, gets it out to Jones. Jones into the lane, layup good, and a foul. Count the basket. Two Jays on the floor and a chance at a three play for Jeremy Jones. 5'11" sophomore, strong to the hole. Made the shot, and the foul is called on Jefferson City. It's called on Derek Taylor. That'll be his first. A three-point opportunity for Jeremy Jones, who had 6 points in the win last night against Rockhurst. Earlier tonight, Rockhurst beat Hazelwood East. Rockhurst goes 1-1 in the tournament. Hazelwood East 0 for 2. Free throw missed by Jones, but Macklin got the offensive board. His follow didn't fall, but George Tyus just got called for his second foul, trying to contest the shot by Macklin. So 2 quick fouls on George Tyus. He gets his second with 5:02 to play in the first quarter. Macklin will go to the line to shoot 2. He missed the follow shot, but he'll get 2 free throws here. The first one off the heel, no good. Last night, Tamar Macklin was 7 of 11 from the foul stripe, but he made his last 5. Going into early in the fourth quarter, he was 2 of 6 from the line. And then down the stretch, Macklin hit his free throws and finished 7 for 11. He had 11 points in the game in the win over Rockhurst, 72-60. Second free throw rolls in. Macklin goes 1 of 2 on this exchange and gets his first point of the night. 4-3. 3 minutes gone. Jacob Green, by the way, checked in for George Tyus, who got 2 fouls in 3 minutes. Brown works the baseline for Jeff City. Kicks it out to Taylor. Taylor for 3. In and out, no good. Gage tipped it. Couldn't get it. Macklin got the rebound for CBC, and now the Cadets want to run. Van He on the right wing picks up his dribble. Johnson trails. Left elbow jumper. Left is short, no good. Contested by Taylor. Rebounded by Gage. Up ahead to Hartman. Running the floor. Jump stop. Layup. Good. Good patience by Hartman. Saw the double team coming. In transition was able to jump stop and put it in for 2. And Ryan Hartman has 4 points in the early going. He didn't score last night, but has 4 in the first quarter. 6-3. Jeff City on top. On the left side, Van He jump stop, tosses down to Macklin, trying to dunk it. Instead, laid it off the glass and good, and a foul call on Jacob Green. Count the basket and a chance at a 3-point play for Tamar Macklin. He wanted to dunk it, and on his way up, he was fouled by Green. He lost control of the ball at that point, but he's still able to guide it off the glass and in. Macklin has a chance for a 3-point play. Now Van He comes out. Checking in is Ryan Woods, 6'4" sophomore for CBC, the Cadets. Awfully talented team, and they've played a lot of neutral sides, a lot of shootouts. So this not a different experience for them by any means. They even played a game at the Kiel Center earlier this year when they played DeMatha Catholic High School from around Washington, D.C., which was then the #1 team in the country. They played DeMatha to an 8-point game, 59-51, but quite an environment for the high schoolers to play in the Kiel Center. Foul is called on DJ Hogue. He ran right through a pitch established by Jacob Green, and Hogue just picked up his second foul with 4:03 to play in the first quarter. So Hogue is in foul trouble. George Tyus in foul trouble. Hogue will stay in the lineup, though. Brad Carr is checked in for Jeff City, replacing Ryan Hartman. Green takes the inbound pass. The near corner, out to Taylor. Now to Gage. Turns down to 3, penetrates over Hogue. Charge called. Offensive foul and wave off the basket. Now, had Gage drawn the foul, it would have been on DJ Hogue, and it would have been his third. But instead, Justin Gage is called for the charge. Hogue able to draw the charge. Good job of standing his ground on the low block. And so the first personal foul called on Justin Gage tonight, and already 5 team fouls charged to Jeff City. 6-6 the score, 3:55 to play in the first quarter. Hogue on the floor. floor with Ryan Johnson, Macklin, Ryan Woods, and Ryan Sapp just checked in, a 5'11 sophomore for the Cadets. Johnson on the left side, crossover dribble to the baseline. Out of the left elbow, Macklin leading jumper from 10, missed it. Ball tipped around, rebounded by Jeff City. And Taylor has it for the Jaybirds, brings it up the right side of the floor. Taylor stops at the top of the key left side. Brown, long jumper for three, no good off the heel. And rebounded by Woods for CBC. Brown was red hot last night. The Jays from three-point land last night were 12 of 18, but they've tried a couple from downtown tonight and not as hot as Friday night. Johnson, two crossovers, gets open for 15 and got it. Johnson with a sweet move up top, using the crossover to get him some space, and landed a 15-foot jumper. 8-6, CBC with his first lead of the night. Brown now into the lane. Fadeaway jumper from 15, got the shooter's roll. Brown missed from downtown, so he came in a little bit closer that time and able to hit the jumper for his first two of the night. And it's 8-8 the score with 2:45 to play in the first quarter. Johnson penetrates left baseline and puts it in over Jacob Green. Johnson with back-to-back buckets. Ryan Johnson with 4. And the lead back to 2 for CBC. Gage penetrates right side. Missed the layup. Green the follow. Missed it. Ball tipped around and Jeff City gets it. It's knocked back out to the middle of the floor and Taylor runs it down for the Jays. Taylor around Sapp to the right elbow. Jump stop and hands off to Brown. Brown inside to Gage is posting up on Woods. Jump stop in the middle of the lane. Missed the shot. Rebounded by DJ Hogue, and here come the Cadets with a 2-point lead up the far side of the floor. Johnson stutter step. Now gives to Hogue. Long three-pointer. Missed it. No good. Rebounded by Jared Brown. That one looked like it was down, but Hogue just had a little too much on it. And Brown clears the rebound for JC. Brown, the left-handed dribble, working on Johnson. Now picks up his dribble and needs help. Finds Brad Carr on the right side. Carr looking for a man open in this man-to-man. Jacob Green now up top between the circles. Green back to the right side to Brad Carr. Taylor, top of the key, right, left side to Brown. Left elbow jumper. Didn't go in. Wood crawled off of there, and Doug Johnson grabs the rebound for CBC. 10-8 the score. The Cadets by 2 with a minute and a half to play in the first quarter. Johnson with the left-handed dribble on the right side in front of the Jay bench. He'll now bring it to the middle of the floor to reset the offense. Starts with Hogue on the right side. Hogue around a pick. Jacob Green helps out, and now Macklin has it on the right wing. Tries the entry pass inside. Fought for it. Grabbed. Ryan Woods has it, brings it back out. Now to Johnson between the rings. 1:05 to play in the first. CBC, good patience and a 2-point lead. Hogue to the free throw line, whistle, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Macklin. Macklin tried to set a screen up top for Hogue to go around, but didn't get there in time, and it's called for a moving pick. First foul on Macklin, third team foul on CBC. Head coach Bob McCormick not too pleased with the call, but that's the way it goes for him, and Macklin will sit down with 1:05 to play, 4 points, and just picked up his first foul. Macklin, well, he's awfully good, and will just get better and better over the next couple of years. He even saw time as a freshman for CBC on a 4A level. And now the Cadets will go to a 2-3 zone with Macklin out. Larry Jones, we talked about a moment ago, checks in for Macklin. The 2-3 zone employed here by the Cadets with a 2-point lead. Brock Harvey fighting a flu bug. He just checked in. Brad Carr has the ball on the left side. Harvey comes to the near baseline, so the ball goes up top to Gage. Right side to Brown. Turns down a 3 because Hogue was in his face. Now Gage from 3 up top and buries it. Justin Gage with 5 1/4 and gives the lead back to Jeff City 11-10 with a half minute to go on the first quarter clock. Johnson will walk it up the floor, just now crosses the timeline. And the Cadets will play for the last shot of the quarter. Johnson almost with his heels on the midcourt stripe. 15 seconds on the clock, and Johnson giving directions to his players as they prepare to run the last play of the first quarter. 10 seconds to go. Johnson will now start the offense to the left side with Hogue on his side. Now gets the screen up top. Johnson still with the ball in 3 seconds. Guarded by Brad Carr. Johnson has to take the shot. Left it short. Missed it. Good defense in the half court by Jeff.